I'm excited. I couldn't be happier. I couldn't be more excited.
Yeah.
And to be here at this iconic venue, right? It's just a different feeling.
Yeah.
It's just a different feeling.
So, Anant, firstly, tell us, what would this mean for HCL Tech as a company? Because, sure, it may be 25 million, 30 million, 40 million euros, pounds, as the case may be. That's one thing. Yeah, I don't think you're at a liberty to say that, are you?
No, I'm not.
Okay, but I'm just saying, even assuming whatever the size of the deal might be, I'm sure this deal is more about what can it lead to as opposed to the money that it brings in.
Oh, absolutely. So if you go back, right, our ethos around the 21st century enterprise, right, in terms of what are the characteristics of a 21st century enterprise. In our view, there are only 5 DNAs or five core elements. First is, organizations will need to be more consumer or end user experience centric. Right. Second, an outcome-based approach, something which we've been talking about in IT in general, but now more relevant in the digital and IoT world. Right. That's the second key thing. Third is being service-centric. Right. Fourth is being agile and lean. And fifth, finally, is how do you create an ecosystem? Again, that's a word I've been using for now a couple of years, saying that as we move into the new digital and IoT and Internet of Things world, an ecosystem will play a very big role in how the markets will pan out. So keeping those in mind, I think the exposure and experience that we will get by working with Manchester United, I think is just tremendous, right? And why? Right? First is it is the 7th lab in a network of labs, the co-innovation labs we've been talking about. This is the 7th. This one has been targeted based on end users,
sure.
Right? Manchester United, as you know, has 659 million fans, 200 countries,
yes.
27 languages.
So in a way, we talk about how Apple has, 500 million, Android, 1 billion customers across, but it's all to the consumer. There is nothing that happens for enterprise.
Absolutely.
You kind of, in a way, making a breakthrough of sorts.
So the reason what we're looking at is, one is direct impact for Manchester United. That is how they can be better connected to their customers digitally, their fans digitally,
yes.
In all these diverse countries.
Yes.
From our perspective, the exposure it gives could be applied to other partners that Manchester United has. There are some fantastic brands, as you all know. So how do we leverage and create an ecosystem with them to deliver and greater value for them?
Right.
And I think the second really is, how do we apply to our other customers as well? Banking customers, telecom service providers. At the end of the day, they will also get richer by the analytics and by the direct experience we are creating here,
yes.
because we can leverage that learning somewhere else.
So, aside of, as I said, you kind of outlined what it means, but, just from a perspective of how HCL Tech, you manage a lot of, you do this for a lot of global brands, yes, but this is iconic in a way that it's a sporting brand. Does this open up a lot of, sporting deals as well? Because that's a really big industry now.
I think, so besides the two which I mentioned, which is partners to Manchester United or other traditional enterprise customers, I think there are two segments which could open up big time with this. First, as you mentioned, sporting. That itself, in my view, could open up another channel, right? Again, because we have a very strong media segment. We are the only guys who report that segment separately. So we believe that we can extend the needle further on just sporting. So you're right. I think that's one.
Sure.
Second is FMCG and high-value products which are used. Again, they have a similar characteristics.
Yes.
So whether it's a cosmetic brand, whether it is those type of consumables,
sure.
again could leverage the same stuff. So we see these two segments as potentially being very, very path-breaking for us.
Right, and this is more about having fun as well while working, right? Because it's ManU.
See, at the end of the day, HCL's philosophy is simple, right? We'll work hard.
Yes.
And we'll play hard and we'll party harder.
Yeah.
So, I think the culture again is good.
Yeah.
I think they're a great brand and they have that great culture
Sure.
where they want to have fun. I think it'll be great.
You're looking forward to coming and seeing a match or two?
Well, I hope so. Absolutely. I'm, like I said, the partnership is important. Yeah. So I will definitely, leverage.
Somebody told me there's a waiting list of some 45 years to get a ticket, so on and so forth.
Well, not if you're an HCL customer or someone you like.
Awesome. Okay.
So we have obviously privileged access to, and we have some quota as well.
Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/ETNow and don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at ETNowLive. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/user/ETNow.